welcome back to another exciting episode of Talk the Talk with JMax. I'm still your humble host, Cornel Kingsley, and today we have two exciting guests in the house, two amazing, beautiful guests in the house. And by my right, I have the boss lady herself, beautiful Nneka. Nneka, welcome to JMax Talk the Talk.
Thank you very much. It's actually
a pleasure.
You want me to say something?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So on my left, I have another sweet lady.
You're
by the name Omah Vibz.
Thank you.
She's always with the vibes.
I'm
You understand?
right.
So
right.
thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So and today we have a very dicey topic to discuss. And the topic is the marriage and the effects of divorce in today's society. We all know this saying that those that are married are wanting to go out, and even the single ones are wanting to jump into marriage. So it now brings us to the whole essence of what is the main essence of marriage. Why do we have to get married? What is marriage? What is the institution called marriage itself?
Would you like to start? I think you should start.
Boss lady, right?
Why would I have? Why you make me think I have to be the one to start?
Because I'm the boss lady. Tell us.
No. I don't want to accept that boss lady of a thing. Okay. Thank you very much for having me here. It's actually it's a pleasure, right? And I'm so excited. Thank you, Jamas. Firstly, like I used to tell people that marriage, there's always a purpose for people coming together.
True.
So before you can actually go into marriage, there should be a purpose behind you wanting to get married. It shouldn't just be because I want to get married. So that's the thing. Then when we talk about staying in marriage, if I'm correct, is that what
you're staying in marriage?
Those who want to take divorce and some who wants to jump into it because they feel it's time for them to get married and all that. I just think staying in marriage takes a lot of commitment, and it's very significant, and it requires a lot of commitment, compromise, and it does require like an open communication, trust, and all that. So if you're not able to imbibe into these few elements of marriage, it might be actually a very big problem to both parties, either the man or the woman. So staying in marriage is actually a thing of choice, because there are some issues that you can actually control. You can handle it, and rather than to continue staying in a toxic environment that can in a way deteriorate your mental health, I think it's always very, very possible to always see how you can separate yourself from something that's going to destroy you mentally, socially as well. Yeah, people will say, what if my child, my this, my that? I don't think that should be a key reason why you should stay in marriage for me.
But they say marriage is endurance. So
No.
if you are going through a lot, mental,
Yeah, marriage is endurance.
why can't you just endure the marriage?
Yeah, marriage is endurance, but the same way God created a man, right?
Okay.
And he created a woman also to be a supporting party.
True.
But he didn't create a woman to be the one who's going to suffer the most in the marriage, which is going to take most of the blames and all that stuff. But our society makes it look like the woman, yes, is more of the problem for the marriage, even when they know that the man could actually be the problem. So I'm just trying to be on both sides. I don't want to be a feminist, or I don't want to be supporting the other men. But I think it's just a thing. People just decide how they want to act.
But in today's society, it's more of the female that decide to pull out of the marriage, not even the men.
Yes.
The men, for them, no matter what comes around, men because of there are so many factors they consider the finances.
Yes.
They consider maybe if they have kids already.
Yes.
You understand? So for them, they might want to just endure the marriage and just stay with that nagging woman. Do you understand? But it's always the women that always want to pull out from marriage.
Maybe I could come in here
say something
as a Gen Z. Maybe the young one here. So marriage, from what I've experienced of it, just from families and the education. When you mentioned as endurance, I was a Gen Z perspective, like it would sound very, very harsh to us to say endurance. And I like when you mentioned that, okay, a woman, the enjoying part is like, okay, women are in the society, women are more inclined to want to stay based on my children, all of that. But which is why this conversation is important to have, because if what has been in regular play has actually worked, we won't have the situation we are having in terms of divorce, and the way it's even coming as the, if you go back in history, we wouldn't even have divorce, because now that is where the endurance thing,
Has always been here.
we're there. We see our mothers, maybe the domestic violence thing is happening and they're just there, or even the father, they like, the woman is not as supportive or even as calm as she's supposed to be, and the man is just managing the societal terms. And we, the children that came out of a lot of things like that, or some of the people that you would see the things that they come to do in, like, in their adulthood, which are literally the issues from the kind of upbringing, the kind of things that they have had to,
yes.
just manage. And it just comes to say we are in a situation where, God, thank God, we are able to talk about these things. We're able to have that conversation. So the education or the enlightenment on what is that thing that actually binds a man and a woman together, and how they work it through. And even when you were starting, you mentioned the communication and all of that, those things. These are like new generation terms, to be honest, and not the old generation terms. In the old generation, the man does the man thing and the woman does the woman thing. But in this new generation, people have gone to school, people are now. So let's now bring it to, now that we're even having, now we have the 30s. Everybody in like 30s right now, we are in the new generation. If you are still not getting married and we are still divorcing, now, what are those issues? What are those issues? What are the things that we have not really
patched up?
Really patched. And from a single person, which your second question, single people that are jumping into marriage now, please, why are we jumping into marriage?
Well, that's what I was about to ask
exactly. Go ahead, please.
Okay, no, I wanted to ask her that same question. Why, as a single lady, why do you want to get married?
She has not jumped in yet.
No,
why?
Why do I think?
Why will you want to get married?
Yeah.
Well, personally, from my own end, if this is even a charge, please don't jump into marriage. I beg you in the name of God.
Okay.
Like, you need to. There is no reason. Like, if you look at everything that has happened in the, or if you are not, first of all, you have to be 100% sure that you're ready. In these days, you would likely hear, but I am of a very, very self-aware level. I would always single myself out in what the perspective are going on in society, culture. I might even be leading a revolution to share a new idea about that, but that's even another case. But why ladies or young women would say they're jumping, like maybe the age factor, the society wants to ask you at a particular age why you're not married and all of that. And even in these new days, I'm seeing trends of, for young lady just trying to nab a rich guy and just settle into something comfortable,
like a rich housewife.
Do you get? So it's not, there is the value of building a family. It's not, I'm not seeing it, even for the young ones getting married right now. So, which is why I'd like to be calm, I like to read, I like to understand, I like to have conversation properly before jumping. So there's no reason, if anybody is getting married today, and you're asking them why are they getting married, and they cannot even give you a very, very solid
explanation or reasons to why they want to get married.
So when the issues of marriage now actually happens, where the endurance actually comes in, where the compromise comes in, you know that they are not even there in their head. So jumping into marriage, of course, should be a no-no, but people are doing it. It's just to get into that status, whatever it is.
More that's the familiar impact that it has.
So how long do you think it's wise for one to, to stay in a relationship before jumping into marriage? Like, how long do you think is enough? I'm saying this because
serious question.
No, I'm saying this because I know of some people that have been in relationships for over 5, 6, 7 years. In fact, they've been living fine. They call it and they make up, and everything is, going fine. But immediately they gets married, issues start setting in. They start seeing faults in each other, and before you know it, divorce sets in.
Okay.
So it's not now better for one to just be in a relationship, remain single for as long as you want, enjoy yourself with your partner, and never get married.
Well, that's actually impossible. It's more like you're fornicating, if I'm not mistaken. But nobody actually counts that anymore, because not everybody really is that religious when it comes to fornication and all that. I'm sorry, I have to jump into the just to give the answer to whatever it is you've asked. So the thing is, I feel people need to understand the reason. Like I said, there's always a purpose behind every relationship, either marriage or like the regular courtship. I feel before you can actually decide. Okay, let me take for instance myself. I remember when I started dating, and at some point, I started dating at 20, and that's when I lost my virginity. Yes, quite alright. So I felt like in my head, whoever I lose my virginity to is who I'm going to get married to. So there was a purpose behind it already. I don't believe in having to jump into from one man to another. So I had a decision for myself. This is what I want. I want to do this, and once I do that, I don't want to get married to any other person. And if at all I will go into the marriage and maybe by any reasons there's separation, I'll have to remain single for the time being. All I need to do is just to build myself in terms of my self-worth, my standard. That's personal development. I think that's in a way was able to help me. So coming back to your question in terms of how long, like I said, if you have reasons, every man and woman know what they want in every relationship. Even as a man who sees a woman that sees that quality that the woman has, definitely know this is a woman for me. It doesn't take up to 6 months to decide, and that happened in our own days. Yes, for the will I call it the millennials and others too. So a lot of things have gone. They go through just like I'm passing through someone's house and you see a lady, she's beautiful, or you come to a church and you see someone in church and she looks good. What do? You approach her, and the first thing, the pastor, the family, right, and they make it more like public. It's not like the talking stage. Oh, I went to see my talking stage. We are in stage 1.
Yeah.
We are in stage 2. Like you're still in a talking stage for the past 2 years. You haven't decided what you want for the marriage. And meanwhile, you're having sexual intercourse with this person. What does it tell you? There are opportunities for you to even do a lot of things while you're trying to build yourself. So why spend so much time with someone you're not even sure of you getting married? So why are you wasting your time? Just like you're wasting your years in that relationship, because at the end of the day, you're going to step out from the relationship and you're moving into another relationship. So what's the lesson you're trying to teach other people that are actually coming behind you? So it's a thing of decision. Oh, this is what I want. As a man, and you see something you like, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, and I like her, I want to get married to her. 6 months is enough. I see people plan wedding for 6 months and they're living happily after.
I mean,
as
like
an event planner, yes,
the whole thing is aligned.
Is in line because they really understand why they were coming together. You've already seen this, and I like this, so there is a plan already. And at this time, they've also developed themselves to an extent that they are fully ready. They know the in and out of marriage because they will have gone through the counseling process just for them to be able to go.
Okay, so the statistics have proved. Thank you for that. Statistics have proved that over 56% of married people get divorced, or are likely to get divorced.
Over 56.
And are you sure about that?
So,
it should be over. It came down, sir.
It came down, right?
Higher than that.
Okay.
Divorce rate was crazy.
It was, some years ago.
Okay, so if the rate of divorce is this high, so does it mean that people get into marriage don't see the signs, don't see that, okay, maybe we are not too compatible for marriage?
Again, that's a very, very good direction, and it just tells that the narration of what we have been living in like, oh, when you get to a certain age, you just have to get married, right? So in that particular space, for me now, I am 26 and I'm 27 this year, and within my circle already, I'm already seeing that the rush. Everybody is going, I'm just looking for that man. So you get that I'm already feeling the whole energy draining. Even for me, I'm not even running after marriage.
So they're having to run the marriage for you now. They are the one pushing you. Should we get you a guy?
These are the issues. So she said a lot of great things. Development. We need to develop ourselves individually to set the right standards. And because this marriage, I was going to say something, that marriage is not even the solution to the right living that anybody in this world should strive for. Is not the solution, because marriage is going to breed a lot of things for you. You're looking at the children you're going to have to raise here. Like you and the man, the love or whatever brought you guys together is like 1 year or 2 years of the marriage. You need to think of the people that are going to bring into this. And may I bring in a conversation we were having before the camera came on?
Oh, right.
From the child perspective, like Annie, Libia's daughter,
Okay.
She was reacting, or a video that she was reacting to the situation of her parents. I was like,
Yes.
how,
Okay.
like people talk online, and then she said, and they tried to even make her look like she does not know enough. But then she's the one in the marriage, like she's the child of the married couple.
Yeah.
They have other children that are not in the
Yeah, the
marriage,
pictures,
right?
yeah.
But she's able to live like, this is my father, this is my mother, and everybody is supposed to know. But and then she knows exactly some of the things that are going on and why the situation is what it is that we don't know. When I saw the video, what came to my head, but we know your parents before you came
You
anyway.
born, yeah.
But still, she has a very, very good point of how the whole situation is affecting her. And these are grown-ups, like very, 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 very grown-ups. So how much more younger people in this generation? We are looking at social media, we're looking at how everything, like she was talking about talking stage, ma. Oh my god, that situation is crazy in the dating circle right now. People, they're there because nobody wants to commit. There's commitment problems.
Something like situationship, right?
Situationship.
So that's what they target
Okay.
now, situationship.
Nobody wants to commit. So at the end of the day, when people even now find somebody to, double things, or sometimes now probably even pregnancy, and just think of it. So the idea of marriage as a particular status or a particular standard, right, to get some things done, for me is, let's just step back a little bit. Let's tell our kids, like, okay, the goal is not just to get married. The goal is to build yourself to a point where you can now take another partner, and because I feel like that was like back
flourish together.
Exactly. That was what God was thinking when He even got us in
Okay,
His first
yeah,
place.
when God, yeah, okay. For God, God created man, and He looked at man and said, okay, it's not good for a man to be alone.
It wasn't even not good for a man to get. He needed a partner. He needed a companion.
helpmate.
Because he knew,
Yeah.
God actually knew that he might not be able to take charge of everything He has created.
So
Yes,
And-
and because he knows that he knows women have this creative mindsets, like they
it's
are
not
very,
creative
very.
mindset. They have
He
banner.
created.
They have
he
banner on
created
their
It's not like
women.
they don't have banner. They are very intelligent.
God. Do you
Yes,
get?
they are smarter.
Nneka, I would let you know that God created man. No, when we think about creation,
Okay.
just briefly, God didn't have like a particular image that He wanted to do. Like, He created man from His own image.
Exactly.
He built something based on what He has created. Like, He has created the garden, He has created everything. Like, so what, in my own image, like, let me say someone like me that can enjoy this thing. So let's think of God creation as a process itself. So you finished a man, you've given him brains, you've given him everything, and you looked at the man like, okay, there's still something not
It's missing,
complete.
yes.
Then He went on to create as a solution for the limitations that the first being has. Then that's why we women have a lot of things that we have. If God could have maybe created extra something to help us, but I mean, a man and woman, completed that. So again, I used to also preach to people that we need to also trace the essence of our creations. What are the things that God really gave you to be able to manifest on? As a
Yes.
man, where are those strengths? Where do they lie? As a woman, where do your strength? And let us
How we
sink
can
this
marry
thing
together.
Well, sometimes I feel this marriage thing between a man and a woman is competition. Yes, because sometimes men don't like being in competition with their wives. That's the truth.
Sure.
You understand? The men always want to be men, Lord, and the woman here.
But it doesn't work that way.
No, but from the beginning, that's how it has always been.
Culturally, humans
No.
created
And-
this.
And as
realities.
African men, you understand? Even in fact, the man is to be seen as a lord. You understand?
Realities of culture.
But today, when the woman, if you observe
These
very
were the
well,
days of our forefathers.
okay,
This reality of man-made
notice,
rules.
if you observe now very well, people that get divorced are the learned ladies, the one that are doing very well for themselves.
Of
You understand?
course.
That can afford getting a lawyer and doing whatever they want to do. But the ones that they don't have anything, they just
They endure.
they'll just endure.
Why are you enduring?
They just want to be submissive to the man.
Would you advise
What?
anybody to endure?
Understand?
That's the point. Okay, let's take for instance, that's the woman that sang Ekueme,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
She did. Let's talk about her situation. She did
Okay.
endure a lot. She was going through a lot, but because she was actually a gospel minister, right? And because she was also more concerned about what the society is going to say about one who ministers, but she was going through a lot that she couldn't even say.
She
Even
lost
when
her life to it.
until she lost her life to it. So that's what we are saying,
simple.
that when you realize that it's not looking healthy, we know there are some financial implications, like there are some effects that it had, like financial implications, stigma from the society, like, oh, she's the one that left her husband and all that. A lot of people don't actually want to stay, but that's just the decision they have to make. This woman has built herself to a standard that she feels like this man doesn't really value me anymore. So what's the point staying? And I'm mentally drained. So there's a lot of stress that come with you staying with and staying in a marriage that is actually taking the best part of you. You're not able to evolve, or your partner does not give you the room to evolve. Yes, we have most cases like that. They don't want you to be above them because they always want to be the Lord, like you said. There are situations whereby the woman earns more than the man. So it becomes a problem. It's not a competition, but most men see it as competition. Do you know that you can actually narrow down your ego? It's ego that is killing men. Some men, not all men. So some men are being dealt with by ego. So their ego makes them not to be able to bring themselves down in a way that they can actually reason and like, yes, I'm doing better. How can I help you as my partner? Relationship or marriage or courtship should be something two people coming together to help themselves.
Let's leave that. So
let's leave that. I am the Lord. I am the Lord. No, we are coming together to build something, and we have a reason why we came together. So if my ideas are quite bringing money, why can't you buy into the ideas and let's see how we can skyrocket with it?
Nneka, let me just add this. In the new days now, even for the people that I know and I have beautiful marriages, I've come to also notice in them, like, these are the people whereby, you see the men, women, to the way God created us, God gave in creativity, God gave the real power of creation to women, because we are the one that can birth
just say women, they are more of multitasking people than the men.
I mean, those are all the things, all the
men are
been given already. Make them multitasking to be able to handle several things.
Right. So with the men that I see that they eventually come to like now enjoy these women, they'll be with that they understand
themselves
everything that they can get. They call it sometimes that being submissive to their wives, because it just like
Vicky James and Femi, right?
I mean, I won't even give and man wants happiness. This one, like the Twitter,
for those kind of people, the man can never fight for divorce.
Unless the woman is like maybe now aggressive, or she now has any physical issues. But outside that, why? Because this woman every day of her life just want to do something to show. This Twitter situation actually. So there's some influencers that jam themselves in the markets buying pepper for their wives. So some people were like, no good Twitter person. They saw you on Twitter buy pepper for your wife. The guys were like, oh, make I not buy pepper for my madam. Make she send me come up for us the next day. And somehow you just feel like these are people that they know that no fee solve this situation. Not meaning that they will still lose their full respect, because women too, I can speak for myself. Like, if a man takes care of me and like provides for me and doing his own thing, I definitely want to respect him. Like, I definitely want to give you that authority, knowing fully well that I'm somewhere I need my man and he's going to show up. Don't worry, daddy. You are the king, right? It's not that deep. And I feel like that compromise, like you said, maybe ego, maybe that Lord, I'm the Lord. The culture resets a lot of things for us in terms of women. If we want to go into it, we'll start even sound like maybe it's a feminist thing. It's not. It's just really like the education we had, or the reality that was felt. Did it even work? Did we enjoy it? If you ask all of them that are growing up, with that are the children that are coming from all of that. Did this come well for us? So do we want to change that? Yes, I have a mantra that I have to build a good family for myself, and which is why I'm willing to be single. I'm willing to be calm, willing to understand, and the same way you said, if I meet the right person, 6 months is too small. We can marry. Las Vegas idea now. In Las Vegas, they can go and do court wedding in the night. Now, we are
signed. Just between both of you. Maybe get someone to represent both parties, and they sign. And my friend did that.
Based on, I'm sure, and I know I'm very good, and I know that once, like, if I'm agreeing to this person based on my own building, which is important. Now, issue happens. I want to talk. I'm talking to this guy, trying to resolve it. That trust is there that this person is my person. But when it's so hard to solve things in marriage, come on, You have to go back to
Okay,
it's
where
just
they
a
so
choice.
started
Either
let's
to
talk
stay
about
or to leave.
the effect of divorce now. So this statistics also I saw that 85 of people that are divorced, when they get married again, they tend to stay in marriage.
Oh yeah.
So does that not mean that okay, they've learned their lesson after they divorced, and now that they are now married, they've understood what marriage is all about, so they can now stay. So how true is that?
Well, I'm just trying to say I can balance it.
Can I start?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. Go ahead.
So there is a part of them learning on it. Then again, there's a personality issue. Personality issue.
Okay.
I saw a video, very popular person came up on Twitter, and the person, she was like, she got remarried and she has been in that new marriage for a long time, and she said in the video like her ex-husband would not believe the kind of person she is in this new marriage, that if they tell her ex-husband that she's this person, right? And she was trying to weigh how she has been different. Then again, it was just personality issue. Again, maybe being educated, she went into the marriage with, oh yeah, my right has to be my right. So everybody needs to know exactly where their own problem is, and it's possible to also realize after getting into marriage. Again, level of personality and education, people are different on different level.
Definitely.
Very, very different. So the way someone that claims to be highly educated would, treat things is different from a very regular average person. Is it different from the very, very illiterate person? So this person now coming from very, very highly educated, her own was that when she got her first marriage, not like she didn't try though, right? But then she just felt like maybe she could have still be more patient. But this second marriage now, like she's perfectly. So again, personally, you need to know yourself. Like then, maybe again, the first person, she didn't really like the person as much, right? She just needed
Just found
to
herself inside
hurt
the marriage.
somebody. He probably met the book standard, not the character standard and all of that. So getting into a new marriage and staying there longer is fine. But you see some odd personality again, no. So you need to know exactly, if you are with a chameleon or you need to really, really read people. So because some people are okay with jumping 10
From 1
marriages.
year, some people are actually comfortable with that. And another thing is self-awareness, like she was trying to say. So once you're able to self-awareness in the sense that being able to know that what I'm doing is wrong and I need to correct myself, I need to adjust. So there might be some things you are not, maybe when he tells you, you flaunt, or he or she tells you, you flaunt off about it. So it's more like self-awareness, being able to know that what you're doing is wrong. So not trying to stand on the fact that, oh, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. So self-awareness is what also help people to be able to build other relationship. And there are so many opportunities that come with you living maybe from a toxic environment.
True.
So if you're moving into another environment, it's more like you're a bit relaxed, someone who doesn't take your vulnerability against you. So they are open, they are acceptability, they are able to accept your excesses. Like I always tell someone, see, you can never be too much for someone. You can't like, okay, let me rephrase it. Yes. When you're enough, you never be too much for someone.
Okay.
So when you're enough, he's able to take your excess, he's able to tolerate whatever it is that you're coming from. The person already know where you're coming from. Right. He knows where you're coming from. He knows the issues. To an extent, you're being very sincere with the person. So if you know my past and you want to actually get married to me, there's something you saw in me that you actually would like.
True.
And also as a person, you might have learned some lessons from this. Experience is actually a very good teacher. So you might have learned something from your past experience in a way that will help you build your future relationship that can help it to last longer. But not in all cases. Some people are actually very stubborn and very, very manipulative that it might not really work for them. But in recent time, I think is actually them be able to recognize themselves, put themselves down to a level whereby, oh, you are my wife, you are my husband, and I respect that.
True.
And we have goals. This is what you have. There's a structure in the marriage already, and we are able to build on it. And that's why it's flourishing for some people.
Okay, so I don't know if I can ask you this question here. You're a very busy woman. So I don't know. Are you married?
No,
You're not married.
I'm not married.
Okay, so single.
Yes, I'm a single mom.
Oh, single mom.
Yes,
Okay, never married.
I'm not married. But never married.
Never married.
Yes.
Okay, so how does it feel being a single mom and not married? Being a single mom. How does it feel being a single mom?
Well, for me, not being married is something I'm actually excited about.
Oh,
Who
really?
was saying yes, I'm actually very happy that I was not legally married. There was a reason behind that. Maybe God just wanted me to not to. There are times, like I said, if a man sees what he likes, they might like you at the
Yeah.
dating stage. I think I put it for about 3 years or so. So we're in a relationship. Like I said, I already decided that this person I want to get married to. So having kids was something of I was ready. I was working this period, and I felt like
You're ready for
Right.
marriage?
what's
I
the
mean, you've been
what's the
dating
point?
someone
I've been
again for a
dating you
long
for a longer
time.
time. So
Okay.
why are we wasting the time and everything? And I was comfortable when the child came, and
Right.
I had my first child, and we were
First
actually
child?
my first child. I had my
Oh.
first child. In fact, I have two. That's by the way. There's no mistakes in and there, we can't say there's first and second mistake like people always say. But like I said, it's something you decided that you're going to stay for that longer time. And I stayed because there was a lot of things that were coming from the relationship. I won't call it marriage because I was looking towards having like a marriage. So I tried to build the marriage in a way. I tried to build up the relationship in a way that it would be long lasting. But the fact that I don't appreciate domestic violence. So if I don't appreciate it and it happens for me, I'd rather stay out. Because once the first time happens, it's definitely going to repeat itself. So it's better for you to decide either to stay or to leave. I wasn't ready to leave. But at some point I looked at it. So many things were happening around. I felt like I think it's the best option for me to just take care of my kids. I was really doing well. Not because I was really, really, really rich, but to an extent I could take care of myself. I realized I was actually doing well to an extent that it would tell me if you go out and do this, don't come back to this house. And I'm like, this is the only way we're trying to support ourselves. So I took it up as an event planner. Sometimes I have to sleep out. It doesn't really suit me that I'm being insincere. So it's like insecurity can actually cause a lot in relationship. So when your man does not really trust you, is a lot. But on the other aspect of being a single mom, it's been overwhelming because when it comes to financial aspect of it, you have to see how you can balance co-parenting issue, trying to bring money, you trying to do this. But irrespective of that, you just have to build that
I mean, a safe environment.
the safe environment for the kids because the most important thing was for my children's mental health. And
Okay.
in a way till today they're not affected. Irrespective that they had the experience from the father. But they are not affected in any way because the environment they are is more loving. It's more
conducive.
exciting for them to grow.
Probably will understand their
They
situation
understand
better.
everything better in terms of academics. They are doing very well, unlike when they were in an environment that was really, really toxic.
Okay.
So that's the aspect. So they are able to associate, but that doesn't stop them from having access to their father, to also have that fatherly care and feeling. So they get to see each other at every given time. So that when they have discussions in school, oh my daddy did that, they are able to express themselves. So we are not trying to deny them of their own love as children. So that's that aspect. It's also a way of me. I've been able to grow over time. I've been able to build myself. I was able to build a brand after I left, and that's why I became an event planner. I was able to even leverage more on the things that actually that made me this successful in recent time. I think it's just like I said, it's a decision of either to stay
Or
or
to
to leave.
Okay, yeah, well, you see, all these factors you mentioned are some of the factors that, so many women look at these factors and I say, oh, no, 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 I can't sleep this marriage. You understand?
Yeah.
Because they think of, okay, the mental stress, you understand, how to, like, hustle, how to cater for themselves,
It's not that
for the
hard.
children,
It's okay to be psychologically
you understand?
down.
So, and again, they would also think of, okay, what would people say that she is a divorce? She left her marriage, or maybe she has children for this man and she's not with this man. So many factors around it, and
Okay.
it has kept them that way. So, talking to the audience now, people seeing this video, so what can you tell them, the effects, what, the things they stand to gain? Because many people, they are like voiceless.
Yes.
So they can't talk, they can't say anything. Just like this person you mentioned as a reference, this woman that sang Equating.
Yes.
She was in this marriage until she lost her life. You understand? So what can you say to the people, to the
Even
other
the recent
female
one that still happened that the man had to set his wife
ablaze?
ablaze. That's
I mean,
still one of it.
very outrageous conversations. If you talk about what to say to the audience, I'd let Nneka say
Okay,
as
yeah, but she's more experienced.
okay. But for me,
We are all experienced. I'm
To
sure
say-
she had her own experience from maybe somewhere around. Experience can come from anywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right, for me to say voiceless for the new generations or the younger generations, which is very, very important. And even to people, I feel like it is very, very, what's the word now? Maybe I can't get the right word, but it's archaic now to rely on being voiceless or being, because we still have freedom 100% in this generation, and so nothing should really seem, for me right now, the whole conversation, whether there's nothing you can get.
Believe me, some women are still under that.
Exactly, and that's on them.
They
right
chose,
now.
like we said, they chose that
this
decision.
They might have no choice.
There's nothing like no
They
choice.
might have no choice, but
The
just
only
have to
choice
stay.
is if there is threat to their life from the husband.
Or from the family of the husband.
Now, situation of what people say, we are past that. Because people will say
Whatever they want to say.
whatever.
Even if they don't care about that, they might not be financially.
Then
they might,
there is always
they might not-
opportunity
That's
to
why
make money.
They might
that's
not
why
be empowered to,
honestly, some women actually don't have that financial capacity.
There is
course.
always opportunity to make money.
Do you know how much lawyers collect to
Okay.
actually help to file in your divorce case and everything?
We are talking about, if we are not, these are not people that have money to go and do divorce, because they don't even do court
No,
wedding
we are
in the
talking
first
about the
place.
thing is we've
you
talked
don't-
about the people
even
that
if you
have
didn't
money.
do court wedding, you can just you can go out of the relationship.
Obviously, pack your load the
Yeah,
day the
that's
man is
separation,
not there
yeah.
and move, because the whole
Move to
financial.
where? I met a lady at Ikeja
Yeah.
at
People have
Leo.
survived.
She was with two children. She
People
said
have
she
survived
left her
more.
husband from Enugu down to Lagos because she doesn't want to stay anywhere close to the husband's family.
She just wanted a change of location.
Environment.
Anybody can
She
do
But
doesn't
at
that.
have
the same
anybody in
time,
Lagos, but she
because
just
there
wants
was
to go.
no proper plan for her to even probably like a shelter, so she might have just decided that, oh, this was too much, and the only way I could just do is take my kids.
Just go.
The man might
Can
have
do that.
The
Anybody
thing
can
is,
do that, Cornel.
some men
But
can
one
be
thing, you have
crazy.
left something. And there's always something about movement. It gets better. You might literally be in a situation where it's rocky, but you know you're leaving something that is not aligning with you. Somehow you cannot stay there, even if you have to go and sleep under the bridge for a few whatever. But and your heart is sincere. I mean, you also trust God. You put God on the side. This was a mentally aware. We need to upgrade this conversation.
No, if you leave, don't trust God on that because God wants you to pray.
To pray.
Stay there and pray.
No, God, I serve God, and I know in my heart.
So leave God out of this.
And I
because
won't leave God
as long as you are married, God wants you to stay in that marriage and keep praying.
No, God
Pray
does
until
not want
something
you to
happens.
stay in that
The
marriage.
thing
God
is,
has even
this
given in the
particular
Bible.
conversation can
some
actually
people.
go on, and it can go
Right.
on and on and on and on. And the only best thing and the best way, like I said, there are some irreconcilable issues, like
Yes.
problems that can be resolved, and the only thing you want to do is to first you'll have spoken to the counseling team, maybe like a psychologist, someone like something like that, to just check if I'm mentally balanced. If not, because maybe I'm not running mad. Some people can be crazy because the stress that come with your mental health is a lot.
I think again,
the
it's like
stressor,
unbelief. You can't believe that the situation can even turn out to be this. I mean, that's what they're saying with any situation. Like, can't
any
believe that the
situation
man
can
will
turn out to be
mess
anything.
up or whatever.
My point is, for Annie's case, let me go back to Annie's case. Annie knew what was going on. He knew the guy was a cheater.
No, like
Yeah.
people are saying
From the
cannot
story.
believe it.
Yeah, no, of course.
We know she was like that, but every man will tell you, babe, I've changed. But he's a star. He's a legend. And coming into a legend's harm, you should be able to tolerate a lot. But she didn't come to public to tell anybody anything. Did she? So why?
Never.
She didn't come, and she didn't. I'm not even sure she's bothered.
It was a reaction from reality show
Yes.
recently.
Young and famous, okay.
And people were like, "This is not."
I really don't like that her program. I
Right?
actually don't enjoy her responses and all that things. I feel someone who is
More enlightened
should not
know
be
better.
able to.
No.
Yes, she's
Talk
not
better.
meant to be giving those
Those
tantrums they were
negative-
throwing were not
Those reactions were like,
they were not necessary. I didn't really enjoy watching it. So I like how the other fair lady, I can't remember their name, was always, she was actually very mature and very smart, but she was being immature about it. So somebody like that people look up to, what are the examples you're putting on ground for people to learn from you, as someone who is a mother, who is also like a public figure to you're more like a role model to people coming, the new generations and even your children. So I just feel like there's a lot of effects that comes with divorce, like the mental issue, the social and familiar impact. Like she's a divorcee, she's that, look at her. So they will always, like I said, they will always say a lot of things about you. But once you just decide that you want to leave, you've made up your mind, and nothing is going to stop you. You just have to pick up yourself.
True.
It takes a process to build yourself, but you just have to stick to building yourself to a standard where
True.
when even your ex sees you, oh, this woman actually had all these attributes that I was not seeing. Not every man sees what a woman has until someone else nurtures them. So how are you nourishing that woman to become the kind of woman you want her to become? And there are times you can't even nourish a person except they decide to change by themselves. You can't change anybody. And I tell
That's
people,
another
if
thing.
you're trying to change a man because you notice some red flags, you can't.
Yeah, sure.
So the red flags are already there. Why are you not seeing it? When you guys were cutting? I saw mine, in all honesty, but as a young lady who was really in love, yes, I was much younger. So I felt like I could always change some things. It would change.
No, you will even find that
Or you will
change in
find,
me.
yeah, but they
Yeah,
cannot.
because
I
of
now
me.
realize that a man cannot change for you. They change because
For
they want to
themselves.
change. A woman can only change because she wants to change
Change.
and adjust to make sure that things work together.
Yeah.
Right? Not mine will always come. See, today will come begging, but I've decided that I want to move on.
I had a
just know what I
relationship
want.
like that. I was 2024. I had to see guy. Please, we're not doing
Omah
this
Vibz.
again.
Omah Vibz. Omah Vibz.
I.
If your boyfriend cheats on you,
Mm.
will you leave that relationship?
Wow.
Tricky.
Very, very deep question. Well, in
No,
this day and
you know
time,
he truly loves you. You understand?
yeah,
Yeah.
truly loves me.
Yeah.
And it's
He would not
cheating.
cheat.
Come on.
So has it become? Does it mean
would
it's a
not
habit
cheat.
for him to,
No,
or maybe he's
it's-
addicted to being cheated?
It's okay for him to
No,
even
no, no, no,
say
no.
that
He's
he
a
does
man for crying
not
out
love
loud,
me.
so.
That like he won't even use love. He cherished me. That's the word.
No, he
you
loves
adore
you.
me.
He loves you.
No, he don't love me.
He's a man for crying
I
out
keep
loud.
telling people that
You guys should not
we
be
have
understand
the
love.
thing is. So the thing is now, in every relationship, if you remove love
Uh-huh.
and money, what is left?
Sex.
Remove sex. Sex is nothing.
Like the
I can decide to.
You said in
Nneka,
English.
men do
Hold
not
on. It's very,
understand.
sex is very important in relationships.
Okay.
I'm
It's
not
not
saying it's not,
important.
but that's the least of the problem of every marriage. What's the sex? Why was sex made? It was made for self
For procreation.
that's to multiply, right?
Yes.
So that's procreation. So imagine when you're even into a relationship where you're dating your boyfriend and the sex is ultimate in the relationship. It's crazy. Right? Yeah,
crazy.
yes, it's
Wait.
crazy. There are men that will look at you and they don't want to have sex with you for some period of time because they know what they are looking for. It's not like they are impotent or they are not sexually aroused. But they feel like, she has a lot of value that I don't want
Okay,
to.
they want to be with this person.
They want to be with you.
Okay, let me tell you something, Nneka.
I'm listening.
A man cannot see a woman like this person so much and want to be with her. You understand? Fine. If she says, okay, I've been in that shoes before. I really like this person.
I have one word for you to respond with. Just one. But
She said, okay, she's celibate. And she also wants us to be celibate until marriage. I'm like, because I like this girl. Cool, fine. I love her companionship a lot. I love her being around me.
Hey, companionship is another
So
thing.
I accepted that, but it doesn't mean that I am totally celibate. But with her, yes, I am celibate.
True, which is
Do you understand? So, but I won't tell her that I'm doing it out there.
So my answer is, for men or for whoever wants to cheat in any relationship, you cannot eat your cake
and have it.
and have it. It's a simple life story.
So what was the reason why you had to cheat? They will always give you reasons anyway.
No, see,
I mean,
I don't think it's not cheating.
You have,
Do you understand? For me,
I mean, celibacy
I am
is
not.
still making sense. I mean, you're not even having it actively with me.
I'm not celibate.
Go
Do you
have
understand?
fun.
I'm not celibate. But now I'm
Go
celibate.
If I understand, celibate is not having sex for a long period of
Well,
time.
right,
You're
just
ready.
you know what I mean.
But
It works
I'm
for some
celibate
people.
now, actually.
It
Yeah.
actually,
What?
you don't want to hear that.
No,
It works for
but
some
then
people
actually,
anyway.
I
You know,
wasn't
honestly, it
celibate.
does work for some people. Because
Right.
I have a friend in the UK. She was celibate for like a period of 2 years or so,
I mean, celibacy is good, and
and it gives her time.
yeah.
It's good for the woman, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's good
I
for
don't-
men, so it depends on what you use it to do. Again, me, I came into
Men
astrology and
cannot
spirituality.
be told with their celibacy. Men. I can
Cannot
say
be what?
I can say 95% of men are not.
It might not really work
truthful
more
with their
for
So
men
you
like
guys-
it work for women.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm
It wouldn't
saying.
work more
See,
like it work for
you know,
women.
I feel
Women
like-
have the ability to be able
Let's
to
separate.
control.
Exactly.
I
Let's
stayed in
We
that
have the
relationship.
higher level of
What we can
self-control than the
control.
men.
You know, I stayed in that relationship.
Thank God you mentioned
we
not
were
changing
celibate.
men.
I stayed in that relationship. Everything was going fine. But we were celibate. But I know deep inside of me
Which
that I'm not
is fine.
celibate.
Because you were doing what you wanted to do.
But I love
Do
having
you-
her around.
let me tell you, Cornel. Let me
Trust
say
me.
something.
And I was
If
ready to get married to her, even if it takes me 2 years.
Cornel, let me tell you something that is in line with this, and it is a good conversation, honestly. When I started having my own relationship, my first official guy that I dated. I mean, it wasn't
Official.
even official because I had the
You know,
unofficial
other unofficial
ones, and
by
that's
the
because
side.
I didn't understand what relationship
By the
was.
wayside.
Whereas
You had some kiosk.
right? But the first guy I told that I felt like, oh yes, I'm in love, right?
Okay.
The situation with us was that it wasn't even celibacy, was just even having sex in the first place, like maybe just losing virginity, whatever, just doing that thing. And I know I was not ready, or because I had like a timeline for myself to do it. So the was when it wasn't going to happen. So it wasn't like the celibacy word there, right? It wasn't going to happen. Then we dated for 3 years on that dry spell.
Okay.
And I know that some points, maybe like just going in second year, I told him that he could actually go on outside and have his fun until when I am ready to eventually do it.
That's more like an open relationship.
Oh yeah, but I was definitely on my own, single, because all of that. But then he eventually caused the breakup at the end of the day because the guy was cheating. I didn't even want to call it
Because you made it an open
It
relationship.
was going so much that
I think you made it an open relationship.
of course, because
you
I
already
don't
gave
want
him
to
hand.
which is why for me that's the kind of person I can be for a guy. Try to just be understanding enough to understand that because you guys want to stay on, you can cheat and have fun, you can do this. So go do it, but you won't mess with me.
For me, you have no rights. A woman has no rights to divorce on the basis of cheating. See, no,
In all honesty, that's the
domestic
truth.
violence.
What if the woman cheats
If
back?
it's like I said,
well.
I think I
No,
did mention
I need
it.
to.
Come on.
We are going to end the
See,
show now.
No. Cheating for me,
domestic
I don't
violence.
see.
He's saying something. What if the woman cheats back?
Hey, come
You're
on.
not going to
Why
divorce
would you
as
cheat?
well. Then please let's
No,
off
no,
this
no.
conversation
So the
because you're
cheating
going
is
to
just
take me
like
to my feminist
cheating is a
mode right
decision,
now.
no.
It is.
If I want to cheat, I want to cheat. But if I don't want to
He's
cheat, I don't
saying
want to
a
cheat.
woman cannot divorce
But you as a man,
man.
why would you want to cheat your woman?
We cannot
what is
follow
the
that. I want
thing
to
that
break
made
what's on
you
his head.
actually went as far as wanting to cheat or even cheating on her, like something like that? But for me, if it continues, if it's a continuous something and you can't stand it, I think separation for a period of time can actually be can be good. He worked for someone. She actually very, very advanced and she has kids. They're very grown up. When I mean grown up, they were like 20 something. So the man was literally cheating on the wife, where he gets to see other wife, girlfriend, whatever. But they separated for the period of 2 years. The 2 years they separated. She was busy posting, enjoying her life and everything. But something clicked on the man, and she was praying at the same time for God to help his man have a change of heart, a change of attitude. So sometimes prayer works. There are times you pray for someone and it does work. It works
Exactly. If it's what you want,
because
it's
God
what
has
you
seen
want.
your heart.
Honestly,
God has seen your heart.
sincerity.
Yes, you're very sincere with God. And she prayed and she was separated for the period of 2 years. As I'm speaking to you, they are back. And they
At
are,
least she had that
No,
space.
she said they are
prayer works,
actually they are
actually.
living very happy at the moment. The man came apologizing that I'm sorry, it was my
Doesn't
fault.
mean he's not
it
going
was
to
that.
cheat later, but
He might not cheat again because he might have learned his lesson.
His lesson.
You
I
might
don't
cheat
want to.
once in a while.
And again, Cornel,
He
to
might
answer
not
your
cheat.
question,
The thing is,
There are men who haven't cheated in their marriage. Don't get that
Cornel,
wrong.
Some
cheating
men-
is not a deal breaker.
Some men have not cheated in their marriage.
out of 100%, how many percent?
Maybe like 20%.
Can we increase that
20%.
percentage?
Okay.
Can we work towards making
So
you guys
it's just
even a better
working
version
towards
of
that
yourself?
20%. You just said
Higher-
20%.
Yeah, but you can
Okay.
still find men like that.
I'm not looking for we are not looking for men like that. If they don't
But-
work on themselves, we leave them. We'll be single.
We are different people from different backgrounds. I just feel we can
True.
actually over time build on ourselves.
I'll say it again. A
Control.
woman has no rights
Okay.
to divorce
Okay.
on the basis of cheating, a man cheating.
Congratulations to you guys.
No, that shouldn't be the reason why I want to be into a relationship. It has to be the fact that you like me and you want to support me mentally, financially, you want to help me grow to become the kind of woman I'm looking towards to be, in as much as you're supporting me as my partner.
Okay.
So it shouldn't just be me coming to have am I a child? You can always adopt a child if you need a
Oh,
child.
thank you. I like that.
Or you go and do what they spell it.
Surrogacy or whatever.
Surrogacy, yes.
Nice
You can
one.
always have kids. So
Me,
children should not be the
please.
basis of two people coming together. Yes, it's okay to come together and give birth. That shouldn't be the basis of every relationship.
I mean, it might there's a little bit of reality. I mean, I've also heard some girlfriends of mine say that a guy will say you have to even be pregnant first
Before.
to be sure. But all
If
of
you
these
can,
old
if you can
things,
give birth.
all
And
of
that's
these
very
old
common
things are
with older guys that
dramatic
want to go
people.
into relationship with younger
Yes,
younger
yes,
ladies.
yes.
I want to
Yes.
love. I want you to give me flowers. I want
They
us
want to be sure
do
if she can still-
vacation.
They want to be sure
first.
if you have not
Enjoy
wasted all your
me.
womb.
Okay, I think we
Thank
are
you.
coming to the end of the show. On today's, it's been a nice conversation actually. You
Yeah.
understand? I didn't want you to come with that your feminism thing because
Please.
you can be something else with that. Do you
Yeah,
understand? So
it's
like
fine.
I said before, marriage for the women there, your man. I will say it again. I know you guys will come to me, come at me, but cheating for men, cheating is not it's not a priority. It's not something that will make a woman want to divorce. You understand? Men are polygamous in nature actually. So if you find a man cheating, just like Sarah in the Bible, like Hannah in the Bible, just go down your knees and pray. Just keep on praying for the man. You understand?
Comment in the leave your
on-
comments.
keep on
in
praying
this-
for the
Let's
man.
hear your thoughts. If what he's saying is actually
Keep on
right.
praying for the man.
Let's hear your comments.
Yeah.
We really
Just keep
appreciate
on
your
praying for him,
comments.
and one day,
If
one
it's
day-
actually necessary for a man to be a bloody
No.
bloody cheater.
No.
Nah.
No, once in a while
Yes,
actually.
you
No,
Once in a
nothing
while.
like once in a while.
No, you can cheat once in 2 weeks.
No.
I wish
It's
you all
allowed.
the best.
You
Enjoy
understand?
yourself.
But
Enjoy
if
yourself.
you're having domestic violence, please,
Please.
you can
no.
you can let out. You understand?
Exactly.
So that's the thing.
Domestic violence is a no.
A lot of
Yeah.
things are no, but
So
you know.
as long as
That's the key part of
Very,
it.
very important.
as long as in your marriage you have good sex, the communication is there, and money is there.
Family is
You
alright.
stay. No
Yeah,
divorce.
family is alright.
You
Family is
understand?
cheating is
Alright.
actually not a deal breaker like that. But not that you have a right to cheat.
No, you don't have the right to cheat.
But
You
it's-
understand?
I
But if
mean-
it happens,
Well, for me as a woman, it's
Yeah.
actually a deal breaker for
Wait.
me. You don't have to cheat. What is it I'm not giving you that? What is it that is not enough that I'm giving you?
Per.
Let's try the kind of, So
see, my if you are a fine woman, you are everything complete
Exactly.
package. But sometimes we like Gugu and Epa.
You want to eat the
You want to
Google
you
and
want to
Epa.
buy cheap.
Yeah, so
That's insane.
so thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you coming to the
Really.
show. It's been a nice conversation. Omah Vibz.
I like the open-mindedness in this conversation.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
that's the
much.
key because everyone learns from every little stories
Yes.
of every person we meet.
Thank you so much,
So,
Nneka.
and that's it.
I hope we have you again some other time.
By God's grace.
Thank you so much. I really
We're not
appreciate it.
too.
Thank you for inviting
Omah
me.
Vibz.
Yeah,
We'll see you again some other time.
100% vibes.
Thank you so much.
I like
And,
that Omah Vibz.
to our audience, thank you
Nice,
so
nice,
much.
nice.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was awesome, right?
Yeah,
I know
very
it was.
awesome.
So please comment on the comment section whatever you think about marriage and the effects of divorce. You understand? Also like this video, share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe, very, very important, please. Thank you so much for watching. Or to come your way again on our next episode. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
My love for you, no be harm, be not hardcore. That's why I call you unlimited, no free call. The way you love the shark, do me like mumu. Some biafala, tell me I've been out to you.
How my fire to go? Waiting my eyes see in you. They make my body the papa. Moroma to go. How my fire to go? Waiting my eyes see in you. They make my body the papa. Moroma to go. How my fire.